Hey, welcome to the Relentless Positivity Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Martin. I got a guest today. You need to know two things about him. Number one, he's got fantastic hair. Number two, he is one of those people just born to coach. You ever meet those people? They're just kind of, hey, that's just what they do. That's just who they are. That's what Dylan is right there. So Dylan, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you being here.
Well, I appreciate you having me anytime. I'm in the process of growing the hair back out. I think you've probably seen me with the mane before, so I'm navigating the journey of growing it back out again. So I appreciate that, and it's always been, the coaching thing is a wild deal. So I'm just excited. I'm addicted to it, I guess. So I'm excited to be able to kind of dive into it and talk life and all the things in between.
I get it, man. So I did a short intro because we're going to get people to get to know you a little bit through some rapid fire questions. Are you ready, my friend?
Let's do it.
All right. I know you stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. So
Right.
when's the last time you laughed really hard?
So, all right. So I'm very bad at rapid fire questions because I'm gonna give long answers. I laugh a ton, and I actually get moved to tears pretty easily in my laughter. So like yesterday, I've laughed a lot today, but I just find humor in a lot of stuff, man. And trying to like find ways to have fun with it and smile and be contagious and those type things. So, I mean, like last night, I think like laughing till tears probably happened again the day before that. I'm super thankful. Golly, I was probably been like a teenager when I heard the Valvano speech about you should laugh.
Oh, absolutely.
Have your emotions move to tears every day. And that has always like resonated with me so profoundly. And thankfully, most of my days, those emotions move to tears or laughter. And I feel like I checked the box. I'm like, all right, I cried today. That was good. So yeah, like yesterday, and hopefully again before the day's over with, I'll do it again.
That's the way to do it, man. I always tell people I'm gonna be laughing on my deathbed. Probably your deathbed too. No offense. That's just how I am.
100%. Like I just there's a lot of sad and bad. There's enough of that in the world. Like if my little existence of a being can be any bit of like radiance of positivity, like rock on.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm with you, man.
That's kind of my deal.
So how about your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time, and I'll watch it, and I have thought through this a ton, is the 1998 hit Armageddon. Bruce Willis.
Oh, strong.
Yeah, I just like, I don't know why. There's a lot of parts to it I love. Every time it comes on, I'll watch it. It's number. I debated like that, and like Shawshank's way up there for me. Like I think about favorite movie as just like rewatchability, and that like if Armageddon's on like FX, like I'm locked in. I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. So that's got to be number one for me.
That's a rewatchability, definitely. If you cruising by and you see it, you got to watch it.
There's probably people there or that it wasn't some basketball movie or something, which I love them all, and I love the sports movies. But like I actually in my entertainment world try to like gear away from the thing that I do 99% of the time.
Yeah, yeah, you got to get a little bit of break here and there. So how about what's one thing on your bucket list?
Bucket list would be see a Jason Isbell show at the Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Yeah.
And would probably like marry that with just like a week in Colorado, like a whole getaway. I'd like to like go up there off the grid for about a week and then just like go hear a concert, come home. That would be like it for me.
That's it. That's a beautiful area, man. I went for the first time this year to check it out, man. It's different for sure. It's amazing.
Never been. Hope to go though. I saw he's playing a show there in the spring, and I was like, got some time. I can plan and figure that one out.
Get you a direct flight out of Nashville Frontier Air.
Maybe we'll see. I gotta do some planning on that one.
Yeah, pack light, man. You can go cheap. That's what we do.
How
about what was your favorite cartoon growing up?
Favorite cartoon growing up when I was young, probably the Rugrats. That was like my OG. Then after that, I pretty early got into sports. So like if I was watching TV at like my young teenage years and all that, I was probably watching Sports Center or like Cheap Seats or some PTI or something like that. And but the cartoon was definitely the Rugrats.
I got you, man. That was a good one. It's classic. So how about what's your favorite winter activity? What do you like to do during the winter?
Stay warm. That's number one. I just went on my whole Colorado rant. But I do despise cold weather. I think basketball I became a fan of because it's indoors and it's climate controlled. outside of that, like, I mean, winter time's basketball season. Like to say anything other than that would almost be like just complete opposite for me. So it's if it's winter time, it's cold out, I'm in a gym somewhere.
Yeah, I'm so thankful my son chose an indoor sport.
Yep.
I've
And
always
I played and did them on, and like I coached football for a while up in, I mean, even my first head coach basketball job, I was a varsity football offensive coordinator at Randolph, and like I love it, but man, like when it gets cold, I'm uncomfortable. Like I got no problem saying that. Like I don't want to be cold. So
I'm with the older I get, man, the more I hate it.
yeah, and I would get put, you know, I got hit, hey, coaching baseball, doing all this, like, no, not doing the outdoor sports. I don't want to get rained on. I don't want to be cold. Like, put a roof over my head and give me some AC or some heat.
It's fantastic. Those 72 degrees games, much different. Those 100 degrees or 20 degrees. You can go either way with those sports.
You are correct. Yes, sir.
All right. So how about we make a movie about your life? Who's playing you?
I don't know. Some unfortunate soul. I don't know who wants that role. You know, the easy answer, and he's not an actor, but I've heard enough of like the, hey, you look like, I'm going to go really easy answer and just plug Thomas Rhett. I
can see it.
For a long time, especially when the hair starts flowing. It's like, hey, has anybody ever told you? Like, I've got that 100+ times. Like it's that's just from the appearance, that's the only one I got.
That's good. You know what, man? I'm a ginger, right? So people across the board have always said, hey, you look like that Opie guy on Andy Griffith. that show is in black and white, and they still know he's a ginger. How?
That's amazing. That's fun.
Come on, man.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'd love to say somebody cool like Leonardo DiCaprio or somebody like Christian Bale. This awesome, but like that ain't me. So I just from like the appearance, we'll go Thomas Rhett. I guess there's worse choices out there.
That's right, man. Thomas Rhett seems like a good dude too. So that's a good one.
Appears, yeah.
How many books have you read this year?
This year, so I've been pretty light this year. I've got 7 done. Most recently, my most 2 recent have been rereads. The most recent one, and this is like way off, is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Like that's like a favorite of mine. That was like my 3rd time reading it through. And this has been like a light year for me. I typically do read a lot, and I just, for various reasons, haven't had the time nor even for some reason the motivation to do it. So, but yeah, so it's 7 through the year so far.
Hey man, it's quality, not quantity, right? You get the good ones in there.
I guess that's something like that. I'll go with that. That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, there we go. So, how about what's a weird quirk that you have?
Oh man, weird quirks. Man, I'm a huge I guess eating like a sweet tooth is not necessarily a quirk, but I like a cookie. Like if a cookie's anywhere around, like I'm knocking that thing out. Like it doesn't matter what it is, where it's from, whatever. Just like put something sugar cookie treat in front of me, it's getting taken down. I don't know. Weird. I don't know if I have a really good answer for that. I live pretty. I live too boring to be weird. I'm either in a gym or like on a call or driving somewhere, or that's pretty much about it. So,
man, we got the same struggle, man. I'm the same way. If it's in the house, it's getting eaten. Like my son, we eat pretty healthy around here because we have healthy food. Because I'm not going anywhere to get it. But he brought in a sleeper cell, man. He brought in some Pop-Tarts. Yeah, that's what I ate. I don't normally eat Pop-Tarts, but if they're in my house, I'm eating a Pop-Tart.
Knocking them out. No, well, cookies keep finding their way into my house. I guess I'm the one that buys the groceries, so I got a little control over that. But I keep looking up, and they're still there. So, anyways, yeah, I don't do enough interesting things or enough things in general to really even have anything weird that I know of.
That's good, man. So there's a lot of weirdos out there. I'm one of them. So that's good that we got normal people too. So
now anybody that listens to this that knows me, like, will be like, oh, I can name 26 things. I guess I'm just not self-aware enough to know what they are.
That's good, man. They'll let you know after this, I'm sure. So
yeah, for sure.
How about this? The last rapid fire. So you're at a party. What's your go-to dance move? What do you?
The guy standing in the corner with his arms crossed.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, every job needs a supervisor. And the problem is like, I actually want to be involved in dance. I think it's like fun. And when I do it, like have a blast. I don't have like a desire not to dance. I'm just really, really, really bad at it. Like, I mean, I have no rhythm at all. even like the line dance and the guided songs and all that, like your boys still be struggling a little bit to get through some of those. So, I am self-aware in that sense. I'm really like, that's my one, if I could have anything, would be like musical talent and dance and rhythm and all that. Like I would trade extremities, I think, for that. But like, the good Lord saw otherwise and gave me other things instead of any rhythm at all. So, I don't even know what I may have to break out like the old, like, I'd do something outrageous, like break the sprinkler out or something just to like, just to give it an effort,
Those are my favorite people that dance that have no business dancing. Those are the best ones.
Yeah, well, that's me. It usually, like, I have to get coached into it, pulled into it, maybe take part in like Cupid Shuffle or something that, like, kind of crowd pleaser. And then you get like 2 minutes where I may throw out something outrageous and I'm out. I'm gonna go watch the rest of the time. So
that's awesome. People remember you.
Yeah. What's that?
People remember you. That's for sure. That's
hopefully.
Just be
something. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, great job, man. So you got through the rapid fire part. So we're going to start the actual